guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you guys how to make a super delicious and easy dinner recipe. We will be cooking up some pan-seared salmon with some shrimp in a tomato wine sauce over some cheesy grits. To get started, we'll start with the grits first. So here I have some grits, I have some sharp cheddar cheese, some heavy whipping cream, chicken broth, I have butter, I have sweetened condensed milk, some chicken bouillon, and black pepper. Let's get into it. So here over medium heat, I have my small saucepan and I will go ahead and add the chicken broth. Then I will add my chicken bouillon and my black pepper. You don't need too much here because the chicken broth has a little salt in it, and you just need a little more to flavor this up. And we will allow this to come up to a boil. So once it comes up to a boil, we will now add the grits and we'll give it a good whisk to make sure that everything is nice and smooth. Now we'll set our heat on low and we'll set the lid on here and allow this to cook for about 20 minutes. 10 minutes in, you want to get in there and stir it to make sure nothing is sticking or burning at the bottom. Then we'll sit the lid back on and let it continue cooking for an extra 10 minutes. Once the 20 minutes is up, we'll now start adding the rest of our ingredients. We'll start by adding our heavy whipping cream and we'll mix until it's well combined. Next, we'll add our sweetened condensed milk. And if you were wondering if this will make it sweet, it will not. It just adds balance to the grits. And I just feel like it's great in grits. You don't taste it in there, but it adds great balance. And then we'll add our cheese and we'll mix it in really well. And lastly, we'll add our butter and we will mix that in. And that's it, guys. That's how easy it is to make a delicious cheesy grits. Now I will let this hang out on the warm setting on my stove until I'm ready to serve. You want to keep this nice and warm. Next up, we have our shrimp in our tomato wine sauce. So for our ingredients, I have here some fresh wild caught shrimp. I think this is large. And I have some parsley, some garlic, onions. I have some white wine, some chopped tomatoes, and some tomato sauce. I have some heavy cream. I have Szechuan seasoning, garlic salt, and Cajun seasoning. Next, we'll season our shrimp using some Old Bay seasoning, black pepper, and some of my fresh green seasoning. We're keeping it very simple today, and we will let this marinate for about 10 minutes. Then we'll move on to the next step. So here in my preheated pan, I went in with some oil, and now I'll add the shrimp. We will let this go for about 4 minutes. We don't want it to go too long because we have to add it back to the sauce and we don't want it to be overcooked. So 4 minutes is fine, and then we'll remove it. Once the 4 minutes is up, we'll remove the shrimp and we'll set it aside. Then we'll proceed with the next step. Using the same pan, we'll add some butter and we'll allow it to melt. Next, we'll add our onions, garlic, and chopped tomatoes. We'll let it go for about 2 minutes just to release those flavors and aromatics. At this point, we'll add our tomato sauce, we'll add the white wine, and the heavy cream. We'll also add the seasonings to add taste and flavor to this. We will let it all come up to a slight simmer. Now we will add our shrimp back in here and we'll let it go for about 1 minute, not too long. We just want the shrimp to absorb the sauce and the flavors. And lastly, we'll add our fresh parsley, and that's it. That's how you make a delicious shrimp in a tomato wine sauce. Up next, we have our salmon. I told you guys we are keeping it very simple today, so I have 3 salmon fillets. I have some seafood seasoning, Old Bay seasoning, and some black pepper. That's it. We will now go ahead and we'll season our salmon. So first, you want to combine all of the seasonings into one bowl. We will mix it well, and then we'll start seasoning the salmon generously on both sides. So we'll let this sit for about 5 or 10 minutes and then we'll head to the stove and we'll sear them nicely. So here in my cast iron skillet, I have my heat on high and now I will turn it down to medium. I just wanted to get that really nice sear when I first place them in the pan. And we'll let them cook for about 4 minutes on each side. Now we'll give them a flip and allow them to cook evenly for 4 minutes on the other side. So before I remove these, let me just show you guys that perfect sear that I have there. Look at that. Just perfect. And we'll fry the other salmon and then we'll plate everything up and I will show you guys the finished product. Okay guys, so this is how I make a super amazing pan-seared salmon with shrimp in a tomato wine sauce over some cheesy grits. Look at that guys, pure perfection. It tastes so amazing. I know you guys will not regret trying the recipe. If you enjoyed this video, please guys give it a thumbs up, share it, leave a comment down below, and don't forget hit the subscribe button for me. I will be leaving all the ingredients in the description box and I will see you guys in my next video. Enjoy!